Ladies and gentlemen, let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting is officially called to order. Roll call, please.
Trustee Eves. Trustee Lilly.
Present.
Trustee Dunlap.
Present.
Trustee Blakey.
Present.
Trustee Clark.
Present.
Trustee Marshall.
Present.
Thank you. We have a quorum. If there's anyone here tonight that is interested in addressing the board, please come forward now. If not, we'll move on. Is there a motion to approve minutes dated January 9th, 2024?
Motion.
Motion by Lilly, supported by Clark. Roll call.
Lilly.
Yes.
Dunlap.
Yes.
Blakey.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries. We'll now move on to our standing committee reports, starting with Public Works. Trustee Dunlap.
Thank you, Anna Mary. No report, but I would like to make a comment to our Public Works. Several of the village people called, and they were raving about how well you took care of the water main breaks in their neighborhood and that. Just thank you from them. You're doing a wonderful job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Now I have to come to your board meetings and clap for you. Okay. And for those of you that don't know, we have 4 water main breaks over the weekend, so Public Works is working 8 days in a row now, around the clock, so thank you.
That was his report.
Sorry. You can elaborate on that. All right, economic development, Trustee Blakey.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Just have one topic for economic development, and that is the Chamber of Commerce is doing an event coming up on January the 30th. It's entitled Jazz in the Winter. It's going to take place at the First National Bank from 5:30 to 8 p.m. You must register to attend that event. This is one of many events that the Chamber has scheduled for this year. The responsibility of the Chamber is to enhance the business opportunities for our businesses in the community. And this is one of the ways that they can engage and get to know each other a little bit better. And so if you are interested, you have to register for this event, and that information can be found on our website that is linked to theirs, I believe. And that's all I have for economic development. I can move on to community affairs.
Yes.
Community affairs, just a couple of things here. The Lynwood Library is celebrating their 50th anniversary this year. They have a number of events planned all throughout the year. One of the ones that stands out is on February 17th, called Blues, Brews, and Barbecue from 3 p.m. until 5 p.m. They're going to be highlighting the accomplishments of the library over the course of the time that it's been in the village and the time that they've been erected. And so if you are interested in attending either that event or other events that they'll be doing throughout the year, you can find that information on their website. Sand Ridge School is doing a job fair on February the 3rd from 9 a.m. until noon. They have several different job opportunities for those of you that have a bachelor's degree and those of you that have a master's degree. I would highly encourage you to look into that. The salaries are very competitive. Again, that date is February 3rd from 9 a.m. until noon. And then their school board meetings are every third Thursday, and Sunnybrook school board meetings are every third Monday. And that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you. Planning and zoning, Trustee Lilly.
Thank you, Mayor. How's everyone doing this evening? Good, good. Mayor, I have nothing for planning and zoning. May I move on to ordinances and resolutions?
Yes.
All right. I'm seeking a motion on the first read, no action taken. Resolution number 24-4. It's a resolution authorizing village president to execute a billing services agreement.
There's a motion. Is it supported?
Supported.
Motion by Lilly, supported by Dunlap. Attorney Boyle.
Yes, good evening, everyone. This is a agreement that's being recommended to you by your Chief Public Safety Administrator Alston. As you know, in your ordinances, you have several fees that you can charge the persons for various types of emergency services and transport services arising out of things like automobile accidents, things like that. What this agreement would do is have those charges coordinated, billed, and managed by a third party on a contingent fee basis for a percentage of what it is that they recover. So be maybe a bit more efficient way to go about with that aspect of the village's business. Chief, I don't know if you had anything else you wanted to add about it, or?
No, that was perfect.
Okay, thank you. So, that's it.
Thank you. Roll call.
Lily,
Yes.
Dunlap.
Yes.
Blakey.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion
That
carries.
concludes my report, Madam Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll now move on to Health and Wellness. Trustee Clark.
Okay, I'd like to mention happy birthday to all the January babies or people. I want to mention a couple of famous birthdays this month, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Dolly Parton. So this month is National Thyroid Month, National Blood Donor Month, Cervical Health and Awareness Month, Glaucoma Awareness Month, CBD Month, Blood Donor Month, Braille Literacy Month, National Hobby Month, Hot Tea Month, National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month, but that should go on every month, National Healthy Weight Week, and that begins this third Sunday, National No Name Calling Week, and National Certified Registered Nurse Anesthetist Week. So I'm just going to mention what I did last. I'm going to mention, and I'll be mentioning this probably every month, or every village meeting, that there is an uptick in the respiratory illness, but this is also cold and flu season. COVID is just making it a little bit worse. We just added a couple more variants into it. So again, if you want to mask up, it's not mandatory now. It's up to you, but just take precaution, especially if you have comorbidities like asthma, COPD, diabetes, high blood pressure, and anything like that. The Illinois Department of Public Health is recommending that you get flu shots, pneumonia shots, COVID shot, and RSV shots, which is a new thing. COVID shots are now available for ages as young as 4 months. That being said, be healthy and be safe. 90 seconds. Was that 90 seconds?
Yes, exactly.
Thank you. Tonight's finance report will be provided by Trustee Marshall.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Seeking a motion for, making a motion, I'm sorry, for bill payment memo 1489 with a total disbursement of $219,842.40, which includes payroll for the period of 12/24/23 through 1/6/24 in the amount of $180,072.20.
There's a motion is supported by Clark. Motion by Marshall, supported by Clark. Roll call.
Lily,
Yes.
Dunlap.
Yes.
Blakey.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries.
Also, Trustee Eves want me to remind everyone about the financial literacy program that we've been putting out for the students for the last couple of years. It's starting once again on March the 2nd, and that'll be through April the 20th. No classes around the Easter weekend. And again, this is for any high school student, not necessarily in Lynwood, but in the area, that wants to participate. It's really a good program. We have fun with the students, but we're teaching them some of the basic things before they get bombarded when that college day come and they send you all those credit cards. Oh, get your credit card here, and they come home and they owe everybody, including you, because you're going to end up paying the bill, us parents. And that'll be on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. right here in Village Hall. And the deadline for sign up is the 23rd of February. If you have any questions, call Trustee Eves at 708-935-5803. And she says, thank you. That's all. I'll conclude that report for finance while I move on to public safety.
Yes.
Okay, Madam Mayor, I have no report.
It's an awesome,
Sure.
awesome job, trustee.
Didn't he do a great job?
Yes, he did.
Should we clap for him?
Yes, we should.
Now, we'll move on to our department reports, starting with our police department. Tonight, Commander Weinbrecht will be speaking.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Stats for this last 2 weeks is 86 traffic stops, 6 arrests, 3 guns recovered, 227 building checks, 7 domestic incidents that we dealt with, 78 tickets issued, 85 ordinance violations, with a total calls for service of 667. Just a reminder to the businesses to establish an email contact with our department to help with various permissions or issues that need to be addressed. And a reminder to the residents for no parking on village streets within 2 inches of snowfall. This is obviously done to keep room for the plow trucks, so it kind of goes on both ends of that. And that concludes my report, Mayor.
Thank you. Fire Department Chief Alston.
Good evening, Madam Mayor. Stats for the fire department, 36 ambulance calls, 1 motor vehicle incident with injuries, 1 motor vehicle accident without injuries, 1 gas leak, 2 carbon dioxide incidents, 5 assisted ambulance, 1 smoke scare, 2 smoke detector activations due to malfunctions, 4 alarm systems sounding due to malfunctions, and 3 carbon dioxide correction. And make that 5 carbon dioxides. It's a total of 56 calls for the fire department, and that ends my report.
You guys are giving out these reports like you're ready to go home tonight. Thank you, Chief. Public Works Superintendent Leader.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. As I said, we had 4 water main breaks since our last meeting. We had 3 over the weekend. Typically, we try not to shut the water completely off, but we do try to knock on doors. I know everyone doesn't like answering it because we are bundled up this time of year. You don't know who we are, I get it. We're gonna try to start putting stuff on our social media for the streets that are affected. So if you can check that, we let dispatch know that we're there on scene if the water is turned off. Try to have it back on within an hour, but we run into some stuff. But typically we try not to shut it off. Also, if you get one of these on your doors, if everyone can see this little tag, this is a complete scam. This is not from the village of Lynwood. This was posted on our social media, right? I believe it was. And there's flyers out. It's basically saying that you have bad water. It hasn't happened in our town yet. It happened to our neighbor communities. So we're just being proactive about it. If you get one of these or you see one of these, just call the village hall. Let us know. We'll come check. We'll let you know. If you want us to test your water, we can. But just know this is a complete scam. Just let us know if you get one. Also, I know we've had snow. We've had 4 vents in the last couple. Try not to shovel it back into the street. All it does is make a nice speed bump in your driveway. There's only one way to put it, and it's on the curb. And if you do have a hydrant, try not to cover it in case you need a fire department out. Keep that clear. And with the cold, hopefully we're out of the cold snap. Try to keep where your water meter is at least 40 degrees. Get some sort of heat in there so your pipes don't burst. We've got a couple pipes burst in the house. We got to come shut it off. We can't get in. You're not home. Any of those things. Just make sure your heat's on. Make sure things are warm where your water is flowing. And that concludes my report.
Just have one question, Mayor.
Yep.
Is it advisable, can you sometimes leave a faucet trickling?
You can.
At that level, the coldest level, so?
Yeah, I mean, moving water should not freeze when it's that cold. It might be a little more than a trickle, but it's offset. Do you want to leave your water running, or maybe just open underneath your cabinets to let heat in, or where your meter is, just to let heat get in there to keep things warm. It ain't got to be crazy warm. Anything over 40 degrees is recommended, and it'll keep things flowing.
All right, thank you.
And tonight, sitting in for her first official board meeting, representing Robinson Engineering, is Brittany McPherson. Many of you have seen Brittany probably for the last 6 months to a year, sitting in the back for our board meetings. She is now taking the lead for the village of Lynwood, and she will be attending our board meetings, and she will be our engineering partner. So,
Okay, Brittany.
Thank you for the introduction. I'm happy to be here to serve the community. 2 updates I have for you guys. Last year, the Village of Lynwood was awarded the Invest and Cook grant, and it's a transportation study. We are nearing the outreach portion of that study, so we're hoping to have more information by the time you have the chili cook-off, so we can get more information about what the residents think should be done as far as transportation. CDBG and Invest and Cook applications are opening now, so we will be preparing to submit those applications after I speak with you and kind of figure out what streets you are looking to do this year, and then we'll have a resolution to present to the board. And that concludes my report.
Thank you.
Welcome, Brittany.
Thank you.
Lighthouse Court is one of those streets I think they were mentioning earlier.
Oh, my goodness.
It definitely is not on the list.
What? You told me 2 years ago I was on the list.
Listen, if Sequoia is not on the list, Lighthouse Court is not.
Your street is newer than mine.
Prove it.
My street is very good.
Street to get to yours, shouldn't I be paid?
Not they come from the south.
We can make a whole debate. Let me just tell you,
Yes.
you guys will be waiting.
Man.
Certainly have some streets that are in need of repair, and working with Brittany to secure funds will allow us to do some more, so stay tuned. All right, we will move on to our building department. Ms. Hurley.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. A number of permits issued from January 9th, 2024 to January 23rd. A total of 27 permits, a permit total of $38,633 with a valuation of $1,594,574. If you have a vacant home, please make sure you give the village a heads up so we can keep an eye on your property for a number of reasons, for water main breaks as well as any awkward activity on your property. Additionally, if you are aware of a vacant home in your neighborhood and you see unusual activity, do not hesitate to contact the building department. You can reach us at 708-758-6101 and hit option 4. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Attorney Boyle,
No report.
Madam Clerk.
I have no report tonight.
The only thing that I want to share with the residents is that many of you may have seen about a year ago, maybe a little over a year ago, the Lincoln Highway sign that is on the building directly behind the Village Hall was painted over. It was a historic mural, and we've been working really hard to get that replaced. In partnering with the Chicago Southland Convention and Visitors Bureau, they were able to secure a grant for us, so we will be replacing that sign. It will actually be a freestanding sign closer to the actual street. If you drive across Lincoln Highway, you will see all up and down the highway there are different historic markers that address the historic nature of Lincoln Highway and who the highway was named after. So I'm happy to say that that sign is being replaced. It should be up probably in about a couple of months, and it is at no charge to the village. So we want to thank our partners over at the Bureau for securing this grant. That is all I have. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion. So moved. Supported.
Motion by Dunlap, supported by Clark. Roll call.
Lily,
Yes.
Dunlap,
Yes.
Blakey.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
That motion carries. This is the shortest meeting in our history, and we are adjourned.